All righty, we are back. Today I have Craig Caron. Caron? He just told me how to say it. I'm thinking Corona, so I believe that's right. I'm going to give you a quick background on him. But first of all, guys, if you've missed any of last week, yes, there are recordings. The recordings are in the Builderall Mastery Summit group. We call it BAMS. And where you're going to go is under videos, and I always pin the most recent one to the top so you can find it. Now, if you want to see who's speaking, so you make sure to show up for what you're interested in, you're going to go under events on the left, and every single speaker is there. Here's an organizational tip, because that's what I do for a living, actually, is feng shui and organization. Grab the Zoom link, guys. Put it in your calendar. Don't be trying to find it at the last minute. It's the same for every speaker, okay? And otherwise, guess what? Same time, Monday through Friday, for this week and next week, where you can go right to the BAMS group, and you will see live, which you should be seeing now. Okay, so I'm going to jump right in and give you a little bit of background on this awesome dude who's going to give you a ton of information today. So he was raised by a good upbringing with a loving family. Woo, me too. His family struggled financially like many middle-class families do. Yeah, I'm a carpenter's daughter. We understand that. He started as a waiter at the age of 14. We worked back then. I was 12. He worked at IHOP in Arizona for 12 years. His passion was to get out of his dead-end job. You're just a number when you work for someone else, and you have no control. Smart guy. So he worked a full-time job as a waiter and then started working his business at the age of 24 part-time. It only took him 2 years of consistently building his business to finally quit his job, just over broke, and work his business full-time. He's developed tons of skills in the last 10 years, from building and coaching huge teams in network marketing industry to creating digital coaching products to web design and programs, among a plethora of skills. My favorite word, plethora. Okay. He mastered the art of selling and closing leads to relationship and management skills. He's consistently been in the top 5 leadership boards and income earners in global NPN for the last 5 years, and has built the largest team for his company to date. That's the people I follow, people walking their talk. He's received 3 different certifications as an email marketing specialist, a social media manager, and a customer value optimization specialist. Unlike most coaches who teach self-development and how to become a better person, Craig always taught a different approach. He always felt you cannot learn how to be a better person from someone else who's trying to be a better person. He believes it takes you wanting to become a better person to become one. Only you know yourself, and that you have to believe in yourself and really want it. Straight up fact there. He believes in teaching people how to find their inner belief and strength, and teach more important things in running a 6-figure business, like how to actually make money and honing in on your money making abilities and find a skill. He's earned millions as an entrepreneur and helped many others do the same. His sense of accomplishment does not come from just the money. He believes in creating wealth is as simple as providing value in other people's lives. Right before we got on the call, I said, hey, dude, rock on. I love this, because I'm a spiritual, holistic person, as y'all know if you follow me at all. And I've spent over $50,000 in what were called business coaching programs, where they just wanted to teach us, you know, mindset, motivation, law of attraction, the stuff that I work on. They didn't teach us the business aspect. And I know a lot of you are here because I'm seeing the comments that you want to know how to make some money. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn it over to the expert of the day. And remember, guys, you can pop in after the presentation, and we do the after party where we help you live. So take it away, Craig.
Hey, thank you very much, Shelly. I definitely appreciate it. Love the intro. It was awesome. Thank you very much. And thanks for inviting me. And thank you, everybody, for coming today. That's totally awesome. I love it when I see big crowds. Anyway, before I get started, guys, I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me okay, that I'm not too muffled. I'm on a studio. I'm using studio equipment this morning or this afternoon, so I just want to make sure that everything is copacetic with you guys and you guys can hear me okay. Awesome. All right. So before I get started, I'm actually going to share screen. I'm not a big presentation type of guy. I don't like showing a bunch of words on the screen. So I'm going to actually be sharing my screen here in a little bit, but I do want to talk to you guys a little bit before I do share my screen because I'm a behind the scenes type of guy. I like to show you guys methods and strategies and things like that so you guys can actually take action on it. It's kind of hard to take action on words on a screen sometimes. So, and I definitely know the feeling of that. So anyways, quick question for you guys, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to. How many of you guys are actually doing some type of affiliate promotions, maybe network marketing companies, or any other type of promotion? Maybe it's Bitcoin. How many of you guys are doing anything like that? Or are you just, are you building a business or are you building an affiliate company? What are you building? Yes. All right, cool. A business. All right. So how many of you guys are actually using social media? I'm not talking about like Facebook ads or YouTube in-stream ads. I'm talking about like free social media. How many of you guys are actually doing any type of recruiting online as far as social media goes? Awesome. Cool. All right. So this is really what it's about today. This is what I want to talk to you guys about. I want to talk to you guys about being a better recruiter. And this isn't going to be the typical stuff that you normally learn. And look, I'm not going to go over any basic stuff today because there's just not enough time, to be honest with you. I don't want to go over some basic jargon that everybody, how to set up your profile and all that stuff. Look, common sense, everybody should know how to set up a profile. So I'm not going to go through all that stuff, okay? So what I do want to talk about, though, first, and I think this is where a lot of people kind of miss the boat. Before I share my screen, I do want to go over a few things. So first off, everybody should know that you have to have a funnel. It doesn't matter whether you're using ads or whether you're using free traffic. Never send anybody, and this is my philosophy all the time, never send anybody to a sales page unless, you want to, I guess. But I've always collected a lead. Always. Look, I've been list building for many years. I've built over 800,000 subscribers onto my list. So I know what I'm talking about. Guys, it's very important. And look, there's a time and a place for just selling a sales page. For instance, if you already have a list, okay, if you have a blog or something like that, or if you're doing some type of maybe YouTube in-stream ads or something like that. But for me, I'm always building lists. So that's my main goal. A lot of people say, well, they might not buy from you if you get them to join your list. It's like, you know what? Maybe not. But guess what? They're going to be on my list. They're going to be seeing my information and they're going to be buying from me regardless sooner or later. Okay. So, something just popped up here. I don't know what that is. Okay. All right. So let me fix this because, I don't know what happened here. Something just happened and I just lost Zoom. Did I just lose Zoom? Maybe not. All right. I thought I lost Zoom for a minute for something happened. All right. So you guys can still hear me. All right. I will be sharing my screen here in a minute, but I'm going to go over something.
We can hear you, but we can't see a presentation.
Okay. I am going to be sharing my screen here in a minute. And that way you guys can, and I'll let you know when I share it. Sorry about that. I got to find that afterwards. So, anyways, look, guys, most people have resources, right? They have the mental or financial resource to actually come up with the money and move forward, especially when you're talking to people. A lot of people say, well, I'm broke. I don't have any money. But here's the thing, guys. You need to get clarification first from people. When you're recruiting, when you're talking to people, okay, there's 3 questions that I always ask prospects, okay? Number 1 is, if you had the money, would you join? First of all, guys, I would ask them, hey, I just got to clarify with you. If you had the money, would you join my business? All right. Now, sometimes they'll say, well, I'd think about it. And then, you realize that you're not battling the money. Okay. If they're saying that they're going to think about it, 9 times out of 10, they're not really thinking about it. They have the money to do it. They just got to think about it, right? So you need to first clarify what you're battling. And am I battling the money, or are they just saying that as an excuse and they think that I can't, that they can't overcome it, right? They don't want to, a lot of people just don't want to lose a little bit of money, even if it's $5. Okay. So find that out first, guys. That's the main thing. The other thing too is, how far off are we? Okay. So the ultimate question that'll help you so much, and I learned it from a guy named Cesar Rodriguez. I thought it was such a great question. Is how far are we off? Okay. So let's just say that example, it's $500 to join. If you don't ask this question, you're battling that $500. Okay. When you say how far off are you, or are we at a $500 join? I've had people say, well, I've got $450. Now, what I'm battling $50. I'm not battling 500 anymore. I'm battling 50. Okay. It's a lot easier than 500, right? So how could you come up with that money? Okay. That's the third thing. How can you come up with that money? Then I'm going to ask, how could you come up with it, right? I've had people pawn bicycles, musical instruments, TVs, whatever. I pawned a lot of stuff when I first started. All right. Tons of stuff. Believe it or not, guys, I have pawned my grandma's ring. I didn't steal it from her. She let me pawn it. She really believed in me and believed that I was going to do good in my business. So she let me pawn her ring. This was $1,000 ring. Okay. And I only got $200 for it, but that $200 got me some coaching from a guy named Stephen Pierce. All right. So look, guys, if you have to quit eating McDonald's for the week, quit buying packs of cigarettes, quit smoking. You don't need to smoke. I quit smoking. I quit smoking after 12 years, 15 years. Yeah, 15 years. So anybody can do it if I can do it. I don't have huge willpower, but I always throw the question at them and I see if they have the resource first. Okay. So the other thing too, guys, is a lot of people get stuck on, and look, you don't have to be afraid to talk to people. I think that's where most people get the nervousness at. They're like, oh, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to talk to people. What do I do? What do I say? Look, don't follow what everybody else teaches you, don't just try to prospect them. Don't just try to get them to join your company. There's a certain way of doing things. Okay. This day and age, everything is about, it's not like it used to be. Okay. Everything's about connecting with people. It's about being a social connector. Okay. You have to be a connector these days. They're not going to, no one's going to buy from you if they don't know you and if they don't trust you. You ever heard the the know, like, and trust factor? That's what you need with people. People won't buy from you unless they know you, like you, and trust you, right? So what do you say to a prospect that thinks it's too expensive? Okay. Maybe you showed them your product already or the company that you're in. And they might have said, oh man, that's way too much money for me. First of all, know that there's a little bit of unspoken energy here. Okay. If someone has big respect for you, they're probably not going to say it in that manner. Okay. They're going to be a little bit more respectful. They might say like, wow, that's a little bit more than I thought, or something like that. Right. So when you play the price game, you want to first manage that energy. Okay. Now, where people fail at this, especially in network marketing, is they'll try to say something generic or bland and boring, like, you can't put a price on your health, right? So let's say you're promoting a health company, and they say, oh, that's too much money, well, you can't put a price on your health, dude, just cheesy lines, right? And that's not an effective line, guys. I don't think anyone in the history of mankind has ever said, you can't put a price on your health, right? And their prospects say, you know what? You're right. You can't put a price on it. Let me go ahead and buy that thing, right? Like, who's actually done that and actually got a sale from? I mean, seriously. So here's what I suggest, okay? When it comes to this sort of thing, I handle it in a different type of way, okay? I would say something like, you know what? To be honest, there's about everything out there that you can get for cheaper, right? And to be honest, when I approached you, I really see you as a quality type of person. And I don't know about you, but a lot of times I've bought cheaper things in my life that I regretted buying. I regretted going low on the price. So you seem like a quality type person that would want something of high quality, which is what this is, right? So I give them some interjections. First off, I compliment them. I let them know, hey man, you seem like a really knowledgeable, quality person. You seem like you know what you're doing. Okay. That's the main thing, is that you have to compliment somebody. You've got to get on their good side. Okay. The other thing too is that you got to have some type of interjection. Let them know. Say, hey man, there is. If you buy cheap, man, you get what you pay for, right? I mean, that's just how it is. You get what you pay for. Now, how does that make someone feel? It kind of makes them feel good, right? If you can position someone in a way of being, they will make more likely to make decisions similar to what that being would make, right? So the other thing is if you're prospecting people, always get to the point sooner. Don't attempt to build report for 6, 8, or 9 weeks. You don't have, to get 11 questions before bringing up the business. Okay. I would get to the point sooner. If I was mainly branding myself around inspiration or motivation, that I might reach out to somebody and say, hey, I saw you on my Facebook Live. I hope that you got inspiration from it. Hey, you may or may not know this, but I actually do a business on the side. I'm always looking for sharp individuals to work with. And hey, I may be totally crazy by saying this, but I thought maybe you'd be open to taking a look at it, and it may or may not be a fit for you. So it may sound cheesy to a lot of people, but let me tell you, it works. It works every time, because you're not pushing something on somebody, right? You're not pushing something on somebody. All right. So here's what we're going to do, guys. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen really quick, and just let me know when you guys can see it. If I can get it. There we go. All right. I think I got it. Can everybody see? Oh, I can't. Now I can't see the chat. Let me pull up the chat box here. Get it? There we go.
Good to go.
Okay, cool. All right. So this is my profile page. I'm not going to go into all the tactics on what you need to do with your profile page, because it's boring and it's common sense. Just look at some other people's pages, guys. And I'm telling you, all you have to do is look at it and see how they do it. Okay. There's a lot of gurus out there that fit the same profile. Okay. So here's some things that you could be doing. A lot of times when you're prospecting with people, it's not about just trying to get into their inbox. Okay. Me personally, I don't like getting in people's inboxes. I have tons of different strategies that I use. Okay. So the first strategy first thing I want to show you guys first is this. All right. So if you go to your homepage on Facebook, and a lot of people don't know this, but Facebook actually has what we call a friends list. Okay. And what this does is it actually helps me keep track of all my lists, right? So as you can see, I've got a lot of lists here, right? So this will actually help me keep track of everything and who I'm talking to, who I'm not talking to, people who've joined my business in the last month. So every list that I have is like a monthly list, right? So this is like my prospect list for the month. This is going to be members that have joined me in the month. So if we go into members here, all right, we can see that this month, these are all different members that have joined me at the high level. This is all my high level members, executive members that join me in my business. So I keep track of all these people. What's cool about the friends list is that you can keep track of everybody here. So the thing is that you always want to comment. You want to, comment on their posts and things like that. Keep acquainted with them. Make sure, let them know, hey, I'm still here for you. This is an easy way to keep retention high. Okay. And what I mean by retention high is I have the company I'm with. It's not just the product that's got to be good. It's got to be you. So if you're with a company, you've got to keep your retention high. You've got to keep people in. You don't want to have to keep struggling every month, trying to get new leads, trying to get new paid signups, right? So keep the people that you already have. Offer them something awesome. Give them great value. I use groups to give value, right? I create what we call small community groups or micro community groups. All right. Now, and we probably won't have time to get into all that today. But what I do want to show you is that building your friends list on Facebook keeps track of everything. And some of you guys may know about the friends list. Some of you guys may not know how to use it. Okay, so what I do is whenever I am prospecting, so let's go into the prospecting list here. As you can see, this week I've talked to 42 different people. All right, but this allows me to keep track of who I've talked to, who I need to go back and follow up with. And that's the main key, is following up with these people. But the cool thing is I can come in here and everybody that's on this list, I don't have to go to each person's profile page. all their new updated posts are going to be right here on this page. So I can respond to everybody all at once. And that way, look, here's what happens. When you have prospected somebody and you've talked to somebody, they might have forgot about you, right? So now if you are right there in their face, you're like a billboard in their face, right? So now if you're like that billboard, that McDonald's billboard, they're going to get hungry, right? So if you come over here and you like this person right here, right? I come over here, I might like the post and I might comment on it, right? That way she's like, oh wait, I just talked to that guy the other day. I better message him back. Now you're in that person's face, right? Same with this guy, Martin Andre, push and pull every day, right? I could just say something snazzy, get it, bro, or something, right? Now he knows, oh man, I just talked to Craig the other day, man. I forgot all about him. Let me get back to him, right? So, and I'm even going to like his post. When you acknowledge people and you constantly are in their face all the time, they're going to see that. All right. And they're going to message you back. All right. Because they might have forgotten. Look, people have millions of things to do every single day. So when you have this type of tool at your arsenal, especially with social media, man, it's so awesome, right? Because rather than just searching down people, now you've got prospects that you've already been talking to. All right. And there is ways to search people too. All right. So that's just one tool. And here's the cool part about this tool, right? You can move people over, right? So for instance, let's just go to this girl here. Okay. Elaine. Let's say that, maybe I wanted to, move her over to a different list, right? So I can actually move her over to any list that I want. If she's already on my list, I can move her over. Okay. So, I can add her to another list. Okay. And I can take her off whatever list I want. So what I'll come over here is go to my friends and I'll just add her to a list. Okay. Maybe she joined my business and I don't want her on this list anymore. I can actually move her over to a new list. And then I just delete her off the other list. So if she joined my business, that way I keep track of who's in my business, who's not in my business, right? Besides them joining, my list or whatever, they're still on my Facebook list as well. All right. And what if I need to follow up with people? Well, I've got a list for that as well. So let's say I talk to some prospects and I need to follow up with people. Now I can follow up with people as well because I've got everything organized. And this is really what it's for. It's to keep your prospects organized. It's to keep everybody on your list on Facebook organized on people you've talked to, people that you need to follow up with, people that may have questions, whatever the case may be. Okay. All right. So let's get into some strategy, guys. How many of you guys ready for strategy? All right. So we're going to get into a few different strategies. Now, these might be a little bit more advanced for some of you guys, but I think that you guys can handle it because it's pretty easy stuff. It's not hard to connect with people this way. And it's just, guys, I'm going to say it like this. The stuff that I'm teaching you right now, this is something that you just do consistently every day. This is how I've landed, big jobs with even Builderall. Okay. This is how I've connected with, Joe Barnes and Jason Tibbetts. This is how I started working for them and doing projects for them. I've landed so many people just from Builderall, just by connecting with people. All right. And not just that, but, doing things in the groups, giving kind of like what Brenny does and Shelly Turner, what they do, and Arabella, they post value in groups, guys. Same with Jermaine, he's always posting value in groups. Guys, when you do stuff like that and you show people like, hey man, I'm here to help you. Look, they're going to reach out to you no matter what. Hey man, I need some help, Craig. Or hey, Brenny, I need some help. Can you help me with this? Or can you refer somebody to me? Look, guys, when you have a connection of friends, we all refer each other. Joe refers people to me all the time. Joe doesn't know how to do a lot of things. I don't know how to do a lot of things. So when I say, hey, I might have somebody say, hey, I really want to learn Facebook ads, man. Can you teach me? Like, hey, man, look, I know the best guy for Facebook ads. His name's Joe Barnes, man. Let me hook you up with him, right? So that's what we're here for. We're here to just help each other out. You got to rub elbows with some of these people, all right? And that's just the way it goes. And it's all about connecting with people, man. All of it. Everything's connecting. Look, even when you run Facebook ads, guys, you've got to learn the basics of networking with people. All right. You have to learn the basics of networking with people. It's just a must be, because if you're running Facebook ads, I'm not a big fan of bots. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of the Facebook bots. And yes, I'm sure they help out a lot, but I'm a hands-on type of guy. Okay. So, that's just me. Anyways, so here's a strategy that I do. This is what I call the comment shout out method. Okay. And look, I have about 100 different strategies, and I teach this in one of my training courses. All right, but this is just one of the strategies. I'm going to teach you two today that are really cool. So this is just one of the strategies that I teach. Okay, this is called the comment shout out method. And what I do is I look up companies. Okay, or it might not even be a company. I might just type in something like maybe I'm using Builderall, right? And I'm targeting like, maybe an autoresponder company. Okay, so I might say something like, "Hey, Weber sucks," right? So because I mean, how many people do you think say that all the time in Facebook? "Hey, Weber sucks," right? I'm sure tons of people do, right? Let's go take a look. Maybe not. I just made that one up, but we'll see. There's other ones. All right, let's try other ones. All right, let's just type in, let's see, "I hate my job." All right, let's just do that. There it is. "I hate my job." So how many people do you think out there hate their job? Really? Come on, there's gotta be more. All right. Of course, when I'm doing this, it's not working. So anyway, there's got to be some type of glitch going on with Facebook because this works for me every single day. So I don't know why it's not working now, but for some reason it's not working. Let's see this one. All right. Let's see. Posts. All right. "I hate my old job." So these are all really just advertisers. Let's see. How about we do this? "I hate my boss." Let's see if that pops up anything. No. Maybe Facebook took that out, but it's okay. We don't need really care about that anyways. All right. So here's another thing that you can do. Since this isn't working, I'll show you an alternative. What I do is I go and look for companies. All right. So let's say that I'm in the health niche. Okay. Or maybe I'm in Builderall, but I'm looking for people in the health niche that need to, build their list or need a website or need to learn how to build funnels. So here's what I can do. Let's type in Nerium. All right. So let's type in Nerium and let's see how many people are actually talking about Nerium. So I'm just going to go to type in Nerium. I'm going to go to posts and I'm going to just take a look. "Hey, thank you to the Nerium Happiness Heroes who helped my customer change her ADO date." So I can just go through some of these right here. "Ain't no party like a Nerium party." All right. Let's go see what else we got here. "Friends, here is the improvement I have personally experienced." So let's just make a comment here, right? So I might say something like, let's see what her name is. Her name is Crystal Brown. We'll say, "Hey, great job, Crystal," or "Hey, great job." And then I might say something like, "Hey, guys." So now what I'm doing is I'm giving her a shout out, which she's going to appreciate, right? I'm going to say, "Hey, guys, check out Crystal." Oh, not Crystal. What's her name? Crystal. "Check out Crystal. Let's see if her name will pop up if I do this. It doesn't. All right. So check out, she'll get the notification anyway. "Check out Crystal and what she's doing with Nerium," right? So how cool is that? Now you're sitting there, not only are you complimenting her, but you're also telling everybody else, "Hey, check, you're not just, are you complimenting, but you're telling people like, "Hey, check out Crystal. She's going to appreciate you giving her a shout out." All right. So I'm just going to say, do that. And I'm going to go ahead and like her post as well. And what's going to happen 9 times out of 10, what happens is they message you. They might comment right here and say, "Hey, thank you very much." Or they might just message you. Now, if they don't message me, I might just message them. Right. I might congratulate them. Right. So if she replies back to me and says, "Hey, thank you very much for the shout," whatever, I'm going to say, "Hey, it's no problem. Check your message box. I sent you a message." Right. And this is where you're going to break the ice with them. "Hey, great job with Nerium. What are you doing to run your business, or what are you doing to build your business?" Right. So now you're finding out. The other thing too is like a lot of people, they have these objections, and I'm going to share with you some things, some secrets that you can do. Right. So let's just get a notepad out real quick, because I do want to show you guys this really quick. Okay. All right. So what happens if you're in a message box and someone messages you or whatever, and you're trying to just have a conversation with them, right? A lot of times what happens is they message you and they're trying to promote their company. right? They might say, hey, have you ever heard of Empower Network, right? And I'll say, this is me. I might say something like, yeah, I heard of them, right? So the thing is I always ask questions. I always ask a question before I leave a conversation. All right. Always ask a question. What I mean by asking questions, always try to figure out where they're coming from. What they're trying to do is they're trying to promote to you, but you can always turn that around. Right. So they might send you their link. Hey, here's my link. Right. Because that's what a lot of people do. Hey, here's my link. Right. And then here's what I'm going to say. And and they always respond, right? When this is what I'm going to say, oh, cool. And I might say something like, so I'm asking a question here. Are you bringing in 2 to 3 new paid signups a day? All right, question mark. Now, here's the thing. When you ask a question like that, what's the first thing that pops in their mind? Well, they're either going to think, if they take 30 minutes to answer you back, they're probably trying to come up with a lie. All right. Now, if they answer you right away, then they're probably going to be very truthful. Okay. But if they take a while, then they're probably trying to lie. Like, should I lie to this guy? Is this guy, a big guru guy? Is this guy know what he's talking about? But in reality, in their head, they're already thinking like, well, if he's asking me this question, then he must be bringing in 2 or 3 new paid signups a day. Okay. But here's what happens, right? When you ask this question, hey, are you bringing in 2 or 3 new paid signups a day? More likely they're going to say, no, I'm not. All right. More likely, 99% of the time they do. You're going to get some people that will lie, right? Then here's me again. This is what I'd say. What's holding you back? Now, remember, guys, I didn't ask them if they're bringing in 2 or 3 signups a day or 2 to 3 leads a day. I'm asking them, are they bringing in 2 or 3 paid signups a day? Which means they took out their credit card and are paying. Okay. So what's holding you back from bringing in 2 or 3 paid signups a day? Question mark. So as you can see, I'm always asking a question. And what's the typical answer that they're going to do? This is what they're going to say. I don't, right? I don't know what. I don't know how, right? That's your typical answer. Every single time I do this, their simple answer is, I don't know how. Now they're asking for help. Now this is your way in the door. This is how easy the strategy is, guys. This is a simple strategy when you're networking with people, when you're talking to people and they're trying to, maybe promote their business, or maybe you're just starting a conversation and you're just talking about businesses in general. Hey, what do you do for a living? What company are you in? All right. You can ask this to anybody. When you ask, are you bringing in 2 or 3 paid signups a day? In their mind, they already feel that you are. And if you have an awesome profile, they're going to look at you as somebody that knows what they're doing. That's why the profile is very important. So when you ask these types of questions, in their head, they're already thinking, man, this guy knows what he's doing. Maybe I should get some help from him, right? Now, they're going to join your team because of that reason only, because you reached out to them, you're talking to them, they know that you're going to help them out. Well, hey, let me help you out. And this is where you say, hey, go ahead and get signed up. Here's some free training for you, right? Now you can get them on your list, whatever, all right? So let me show you something, guys, because this is really important as well. Everybody should have some type of funnel ready, okay? I don't know how much time I have left, but it's okay. I think I have time. All right, so here's a few funnels that I use for Facebook. All right, so they're very simple. They're very simple squeeze pages. They're nothing hard. They're very simple, and they get great conversions. So this one is actually for Facebook ads, or you can use them for whatever. And the reason why I use them for Facebook ads, because it's not what we call a hard hitting squeeze page that they're going to deny. Okay. I'm not making hard claims here. Okay. A hard claim would be something like, make $1,000 a day in 3 weeks time, right? Facebook doesn't like hard claims. Okay. So I use what we call a soft claim. All right. I'm giving away a free online course. The 3-step formula for building a 6-figure business online. I'm keeping it very broad. I'm not specific. All right. A lot of times squeeze pages, if you're targeting a certain audience, you want to have some type of specificity. Okay. So I'm not very specific. I'm being more broad in general about business online. Right. So it's 100% free video training, results in 90 days or less. Okay. And I can go over here, I get signed up, and it takes them to what we call inviter page, okay, or I like to call a sandwich page. And what the sandwich page is just a video of me. All right. I'm taking them through a few steps. Step 1, like me on Facebook. As you can see, I have my social proof down here, 35,000 likes, right? Or fans. People, believe it or not, guys, when people see this type of stuff here, they don't know any better. They're not, especially when they're brand new, they don't know that this is actually from Facebook. All right. They know it's from Facebook, but you know what they think in their mind? They think that 35,000 people like your page, like this page. They don't know that 35,000 people like your Facebook page. They think 35,000 people have signed up to this page because 9 times out of 10, they have no idea. They're still new. A lot of them are still newbies, so they really don't know. So this right here is huge with your conversions. So your conversions are going to be much higher when you have some type of social element like this. It works every time, guys, guaranteed. All right. This is just a very simple page. All right. The next page is more specific. Okay. And because we're, talking about Facebook here, obviously we want to teach Facebook, right? Kind of like if you're on Twitter, you're going to teach Twitter stuff, right? I mean, of course you can teach other things on Facebook, but if people are hanging out on Facebook, what are they doing on Facebook? If they're marketers, what are they doing? They're trying to recruit. They're trying to use Facebook ads. They're trying to build bigger audiences. They're trying to be a better connector. They're trying to understand how to become an influencer in the market, right? So these types of offers work great with Facebook because it relates to Facebook. So this is actually the ultimate Facebook free traffic system, right? This actually teaches them, but let me show you a sample of what this funnel does. Okay. This funnel actually builds more leads 10 times faster. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sign up real quick. And what it does is I'm going to go ahead and put my email in there real quick. And now what's going to happen is it's going to take them to what we call, sorry about that. It's going to take them to a video. And this video is basically thanking them. Hey, thanks for grabbing my offer. Okay. And then right down here, and in the video, I'm pretty much saying the same thing that's already written here. Okay. Don't worry. You'll be able to access the ultimate traffic system plus other bonus material as promised in just a few moments. And we know you're going to absolutely love it. Okay. So basically that's what I'm saying in the video. Okay. But here's what happens. What we're saying is before you move on, we want to give you another bonus. But all we're asking is for you to share our page. All right. So this is what's going to help your page go viral. Now, when they click here, they think there's a video. It's kind of like a trick video. Okay. They click it and say, hey, hold up. This is just a reminder. Please share the website below to watch this free video. All right. And this is basically what they're getting. They're going to get the 3-layered targeting Facebook ad method that guarantees to find the right Facebook audience every single time, guaranteed. All right. So what's going to happen now is they're going to share this. All right. So they're going to go on Facebook and they're either going to share it or they're not. Okay. If they don't share it, then they won't get the bonus. If they do share it, they will get the bonus. Okay. What if they say, no, I don't want to share it? Okay. It'll just take them to the regular download page. It's going to be the same exact download page. It'll be the same exact download page if they did share it. The only difference is they're getting different access. Okay. They're going to get bonus material if they shared it. If they don't, it's cool too. But the way we have it segmented is different. Okay. So what this video does is we thank them again. Hey, thanks for sharing the video, or thanks for sharing, our page or whatever. Thanks for signing up. I'm sorry. Thanks for signing up. We're basically saying thanks for signing up. Hey, before you go, before you access your training below, I want to show you the same exact marketing tools that I use that has built me over $82,000 a month. Okay. And basically what I do is I log into my PayPal, right? So what I do, hold on a minute. So what I do is, we'll just scroll past here. So what I do is, instead of showing them screenshots of whatever, I actually log into my PayPal. That way I can show them, because that's what people want to see sometimes. They want to see that. You don't have to do this. Don't get me wrong. You don't have to do this. This is just better for me because I can get higher conversion. And I show them actual proof of me signing into PayPal, showing that, hey, I made $88,000 in the month of April. Okay. And then what they do is they come over here, they click on the page, and they go to my sign up page. Or they can just skip that and just go to the registration page. This is going to register them for the actual training and the product. Okay. And this will take them into a membership. Now, that's what I like to use. I love using memberships because memberships retain members much easier, and it helps get people into your network marketing companies much quicker. And I'll show you an example why. Because when people go to your into a membership site, if you take them to like a regular download page, they're only going to see that page one time. All right. They're never going to go back to that download page again. They're going to see it. They're going to download the material, and they're gone. With a membership site, you can add new material all the time. Okay. You're adding new material. You can put them onto an autoresponder, right? So now you can add new material all the time. They're seeing your banner. They're seeing your advertisement every time they log in here. They see your ad. Okay. So they come over here, they upgrade, right? They come over here and upgrade. They get the core training. Okay. So this is the welcome video. So they get the welcome video. I give them 4 steps. Whitelist us, join our group. So they're going into all these different avenues where you're never going to lose this prospect. They're not only are they going into your list and being segmented into your list, they're joining your group. Okay. They're grabbing your bonus. So they're sharing your page. They're going to start the training. They're going to get your emails, all that stuff. Right. And then they go into the core training. They can start their training. And it's just videos, right? So they get all their videos and things like that. All right. So that's basically how I run my funnels. All right. Now, do we have any more time at all? Or are we pretty much cutting it close, Brenny? Not sure. All right. I guess we've still got some time, I guess. All right. So I can't really see what's going on here.
20 minutes plus.
Oh, okay.
Keep going.
All right. So here's the next thing that we can do. Next strategy, guys. This is what I like to call the sponsored ad method. All right. And let me tell you guys, no one teaches this type of stuff. I can guarantee it. I've been through a lot of these home type courses and trainings, and I've been through a lot of these networking type deals, and no one teaches this stuff because let me tell you why. They teach a lot of old strategies, honestly. I spend months and weeks and days trying to find different ways to make money with Facebook. This is what I do. This is my goal every day. Like, how can I make this better? I've studied a lot of courses. Don't get me wrong. I've learned a lot of basics from them, but these are things that I just come up with all the time. You know, I have even students that come up with different ideas. We have like these little board mastermind meetings. Like, let's do this. Let's try this. Let's try it this way. And let me tell you, so these methods that you're going to learn, like even the ones that you're learning now, these are some strategies that I use all the time, every day. And even in my coaching classes, guys, I take you live through all this type of stuff. I show you me closing people, how I approach people. So everything's behind the shoulders. But let me show you guys something. Here's another one that I do. I like to do what we call sponsored ads. Okay. And I love sponsored ads. I love doing the sponsored ad methods. And there's 2 ways to do this. Okay. The first way is I like to go to JVZoo. Okay. Now, if you ever noticed, if we go to JVZoo top sellers here, and this is a little bit harder to find, but if you go to JVZoo top sellers, a lot of times these sales pages have these Facebook comments on there, right? So let me just look to see let's see if this one has any. Not all of them are going to have it, but a lot of times they use that for social proof. Okay. So let's just scroll down. Let's see if they actually implemented any type of social comments or anything like that. Let's see. I don't see anything so far. Sometimes they're all the way at the bottom. All right. So there's nothing on that one, which is fine. Like I said, this is a little bit harder to do, but sometimes if you just go to the JVZoo page and if you just go to some of these, let's check out some of these other ones. Let's see. Maybe try fruitful. Because a lot of times they have, people that are already, tried this product out, like maybe beta users, and they have like Facebook comments embedded on their page, and you can use those Facebook comments to your power. All right. I don't see nothing on this one either. All right. It's no big deal. I'm going to show you a different way to do this as well. But always check. Oh, here it is. Here's some too right here. But they don't have it live. See, that's kind of cranky there. I don't like these people that do the screenshots of it. Like, just put the live ones in there. So, and not that they're not real or anything like that. It's just a little bit more fishy to me. All right. So anyway, you'll see something like this, and usually they're live. They're not just screenshots like that. Okay. A lot of times they just put them live. So that way you can kind of connect with these people, right? But here's another thing. Okay. If we go back to Facebook here, and let's just go over to the homepage. Now, actually, I might have to actually turn. Okay, it's still on. All right. So if you come over here to your news feed and just type in or just put in most recent, you're going to find a lot of your most recent, stories that's going on, right? But what you're going to find ads, right? You're going to see a lot of people with ads, and you're also going to see people that are doing lives, right? You're going to see people doing live videos, which is great, okay? Because even with the live videos, you can actually find so many awesome prospects, okay? But let's go back over here. Let's go back to top stories, and I'm going to go and find an ad. Okay, so, and you want to find one that's actually going to benefit you. You don't want to you want to make sure that people are posting on this ad, people are, talking on this ad. Like, look at this one, 78 comments, okay? So a lot of times what I do is I like using these ads for what we call the negative Nancy method. Okay. These are people that are just being really, really negative, right? Like, they might just talk all types of junk about the ad and, things like that, or this company sucks, whatever. I love that. Especially when you're like in Builderall, right? If you're a Builderall type of person and you love Builderall, right? I mean, ClickFunnels does ads all the time, right? And you always see people talking junk about them, So go in there and use that for your benefit, connect with those people. You don't even have to post anything on the ad itself. Just connect with people. Hey, I saw your ad on blah, 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 just wanted to get some feedback. What don't you like about ClickFunnels? Whatever, right? So, hey, man, check it out. I don't know if you've heard of Builderall, but hey, you should try it out. I think you'll really love it, whatever. All right. Connect with the person. Get them to really, conversate with you. And you can do that with these types of sponsored ads. You can look, and let me tell you why these work so well. Because these people that are on sponsored ads, they're buyers. They're people looking to purchase something. They're not just it's just not just cold traffic. These are more of a warm market. Okay. These are people that are looking to buy something. All right. So these people are looking to buy Facebook ads, right? They're learning to want to know how to do Facebook ads. 90% of these people are complaining because they don't know how to do Facebook ads. Do you have training back there? Do you have training how to do the video ads? Look, this is your opportunity to connect with these people. Hey, man, I got some training. It's, I can get you some free training, get them into your funnel, right? You can look, guys, you can build 30 to 40 new leads every day just by doing this method. I promise you. I used to do this every single day. I still do it. I just don't have a lot of time to do this every day anymore. But let me tell you, this method works really, really awesome. So this is what I call the sponsored ad method, but it funnels into other methods. It also funnels into the negative Nancy method, right? Which I teach in my class as well. So it's pretty simple. So you can go through these, whatever. Hell, I like the music. What is it? Let's see what else. Let's see if we can find any. I mean, this isn't like the perfect ad for me, but only because it's about creating videos. But if you have a software that you're selling, maybe that creates videos, like I have something called VidGeos that creates videos like this. I can get it to them for cheaper than what they pay here. They're paying monthly here, for promo, and JVZoo, actually, they just had a product exactly like this, except they were doing a one-time fee. So you can promote that rather than paying monthly. Hey, man, I've got this really cool, platform that's exactly like promo, just better, and it's a one-time fee rather than you having to pay monthly. Okay. Um, so you can come over here, you can connect with these people and just message them. Hey, I saw your comment on the promo ad or whatever, right? And just start a conversation with them. It's really that simple, guys. It really is. All right. Okay. So really that's about kind of really what I want to share with you guys. I guess we can maybe ask questions or whatever. If you want to do that, Brenny. I don't want to go into too much detail on stuff because I really don't want people being confused. Because I kind of went over a few different things, so I don't want to overwhelm everybody here. But those are just some of the strategies that I use every day. And if there's anything that you guys are interested in or need more information on, I can be more than lucky or happy to share anything with you guys.
Woo! Great stuff, Craig. Loving it. I've been taking mad notes and putting them in chat. This is really simple stuff. A lot of people knew nothing about the friends list or the list at all. I just absolutely love it. Guys, do we have any questions on Facebook right now? Because if you're on Zoom, we have about 30 people on Zoom. You can put your comments in there for Craig to read. Otherwise, I'm going to shut the Facebook Live down so I don't get feedback. It's just a techie glitch thing right now, but we just keep going. This is fabulous information. Thank you so much. All right, we are ending it on Facebook. All righty. Thank you so much. All right, we are ending it on Facebook. Still a little feedback coming through for me, but Facebook's over, so that should end there. This is really awesome stuff. I'm going to go out and apply it right now. I'm an action taker. I knew about the list, but I had no idea how to go and not get irritated by Nancy Nellies. Now I'm going to be looking for negative Nancys. It's really great stuff. Guys, if you want to get some live coaching, answer your questions off the video, pop on over here. We're on Zoom. There's a lot of us on that stay on and help you. I don't know how busy Craig is, but we let the speakers that are presenting or giving this information, they'll answer your questions first. And if they have to go or it's not their area of specialty, there's a bunch of us here. So come on over, join the fun. And as always, thank you so much for showing up. This is just fantastic, this information. No audio from me?
I can hear you fine.
Oh, thank you. I'm like, well, I've talked to myself before. I've made that error and taught a whole hour class and found out the music was playing in the background.
It's so hard to share a lot of information with me because I have so much to share that, and if we only have an hour to share, I mean, this would take me days to share. So that's why I've created a training course for this. I've got over 55 videos and training on just strategy like this,
Is it okay I give your links out for the examples you gave so they can go to the Facebook systems and go to the free video? Because I wrote that down and I like sharing information. Bingo, bango. Guys, see it up there?
Let me, I'll share that, the one funnel link. The other one is a live one. It's just one that was like a sample I did. But I can.
themarketingbolts.com/FB systems. That's live.
Yeah, you can do that one. Yeah.
Can you explain a little bit more? Like you said, because it's a Facebook ad, that makes it move up the rankings, obviously, on Facebook. Anytime you do anything Facebook.
Yeah, well, it's not really like that. What I mean is that, so those actual funnels are something that we teach in our class. It's what I like to call, it's one of my special funnels that we've created for clients, but they're called the inviter funnels, and they're really for network marketing companies. So what they do is, obviously it's a very specific offer, okay? We give away like maybe Facebook training, and what happens is when they sign up, they, obviously they're signing up to get the Facebook training, but then they get taken to another page. That's what we call the inviter page. What the inviter page basically does is it forces them to share, but not in your typical way like you see some of these other viral funnels do. This one basically gives them an option. Hey, you can either get another bonus from us that's related to Facebook, and it's another 6 videos you're getting for free, and all you have to do is share the page. If you don't want to share the page, then just hit no thanks, and we're still cool. And then we take them onto another page, which is basically a sandwich page that offers our, whatever, our system. Maybe it's a coaching, or maybe it's a network marketing company. And this is where they can also get access to their free training. But the thing is that it's all about the segmenting in the funnel. So in your autoresponder, it's all about how you segment these people. So let's just say that they signed up, but they never signed up, or they never registered to the membership to get their free training. Well, tomorrow, guess what? They're going to get an email that says, hey, did you forget? Oh, don't worry if you forgot. We still have the training here for you. So basically, it's kind of like a abandoned cart email, but it's an abandoned membership email, basically saying, I know you're busy. You might have forgot, but here's the link again to go ahead and get registered for the membership. All right. So what happens is, if once they get into the membership, they actually get taken off that list and they get put onto a membership list. That lets us know, hey, this person took an action. All right. Now, if they shared our page, then they get put onto a different list, because now we know they even took a further action. Now, if let's say that, maybe they're on the main list, they never shared, they never actually signed up for the membership to get their training. Let's just say that after 30 days, they still haven't responded to your email. So what we do is we even have another segment that says, hey, after 30 days, if this person doesn't acknowledge our emails, if they don't open our emails or click any of our links, we're going to put them down to a bucket list. Okay. So now they go down to a bucket list, and this bucket list, basically what it does, it re-engages them into another offer they might be interested in. Now, if they're still not interested, then eventually that bucket list turns into what we call the dumpster. And it just gets rid of those people, because we don't want unwanted people in there, right?
Exactly.
So the thing is, people are so scared. Oh, I want to get rid of my leads. Dude, people don't understand. If you don't get rid of your leads and you don't clean your list and keep it hygienic, what's going to happen is your deliverability is going to go.
Right.
So you've got to keep it clean. A lot of people do it manually, but what we do is we have a system. We have an awesome autoresponder that does it for us. It cleans it for us. So if someone's not responding in 30 days to our emails, they go down to the dumpster. So we're just taking out the garbage, flushing the toilet, as we say.
Well, I love a couple things, because Ruben was talking about the membership sites too.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things I see a lot with new people is they're so afraid to share information. They want to hold it hostage. And also what you just said about keep them on a list. They think the list size is so important. Wouldn't you rather have a small list that's active and buying than a great big list that nobody...
Right.
Is a bucket, really?
And the cool part is we keep everybody in different, we put people in different avenues. So let's say maybe they're on our list, but we want to also get them engaged. So because lists aren't always the most engaging thing, right? Bring them into our groups. So everything that we do is about our groups, so if they come to our thank you page, join our group. If they come to our membership, join our group. If they read our emails, come to our group. We want them to come into our group, because that's where you're going to get the awesome stuff. That's where you're going to get awesome training. That's where you're going to get all the cool videos. And it's a better community, and you can make a lot of money with groups. All right. I mean, people just don't understand how influential groups can be.
Do you also do questions to get people in your groups?
No, I actually don't. It was kind of something that I've wanted to try and see how well it worked. But my thing is that, I did that on a different niche. I tried that with, and it seemed, I thought it was going to be better because it's going to be more engaging, because then I figured, okay, well, if I ask questions, I'll know if these people are really right for my group or if they're not. But it didn't really seem to do much, it didn't seem to help much, it seemed to deter people more. But I think it just depends on the niche you're in, The niche I was doing it was in the ham radio niche, which we have a group of over 60,000 people in there. But it's a lot different. So for the marketing stuff, it seems to work a little bit better than it does for the health niche.
Yeah, I've tried it too, and it's well, I know they like feng shui. That's why they're in my group, and it's they're kind of well, listen, I didn't want to fill out your little questions. And it's it didn't work for me, but that's why we do this training, because it does work for other niches.
Right. It does.
All right, that is super fantastic. Guys, you have any more questions? Oh, I see Sylvie's asking, do you use Builderall for all your funnels?
No, I actually, I hate to say this, but no, I don't actually. use a lot of things. To be honest with you, it just depends on the funnel I'm doing. So I use things like I use Builderall for mostly. I don't use Builderall for funnels. I use Builderall to build agency websites and just really cool websites, right? And I use something else called NPN Architect. I use that for all my funnels. And then I use Igloo for my membership. So I use 3 different platforms. But mostly these days I've been using Igloo. I mean, not Igloo, but I've been using Builderall a lot just because I love the way that the design features. I love what you can do with it. But I mostly use it just for regular websites, website agencies, or maybe you have maybe you're in the health products or whatever. I use it for those types of pages because there's really no other builder out there that really creates those types of pages. Everything out there from ClickFunnels to Igloo, it's all marketing type funnels. So that's why I love Builderall pages that way. So yeah, I do use different ones. It just depends.
We've got lots of thank yous coming in. You did a great job. Thank you so much, Craig. So yeah, it was really wonderful. You know what I love is that I'm visual. So I love that you shared the screen. So it's like I know where I can go in Facebook and do some of the things you did. And so that's what it's all about. Awesomeness, Sharon said. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Well, hey, guys, I do have a training program. So if you guys are interested in it, I can leave a link if it's okay with Brenny.
Oh, absolutely. Put the link in there, and we'll also put it under the live stream video. At the end of the summit, guys, don't freak out. We will be sending out links that people want to share free information or if they have a special so that you show up and you get the information and you like it. Why wouldn't we want you to follow the people that took their time to do this presentations and interviews, and also you like them? Why wouldn't we want you to benefit from that? So absolutely, there you go. Commissionrecharge.com. You can watch the replay over and over. Yes, you can. How you get the replay is there's 2 ways to get it. Go to the Builderall Mastery Summit group. I will pin the most recent to the top of the page so it's easy to find. And also then on the left, you're going to click on videos, and I upload the Zoom version, the clean version for sure, that you can find them all right in a row there to make it as simple as possible. And yes, we will be putting them in a membership site. We've just been a little busy.
Hey, I have no problem building a membership site.
We love that. I find it amazing how many people are asking that question, especially like in the last week. I don't know if it's because they watched Ruben on Tuesday and he was talking about the value of membership sites. He's very non-pushy. Pushy doesn't work with me at all. I cannot stand that aggressive
It doesn't sit well with a lot of people, which is why I'm I'm very passive. But what I do is I leave background signals, so I might create a cool content video, but in the background you'll see my promotion in the background, which is just very subtle.
I just experienced it last night. I went and donated some books and cards to a place I do meditation and drumming, and they were doing a multi-level marketing meeting, and the person running it is a friend of mine since high school. I have a lot of her products, but it's like I have a lot on my plate right now, and I'm not interested in getting into another multi-level today. And she's my friend, and the people there kept saying, well, you don't know what you're missing out of. You really need to do, and they were getting very aggressive, and she was reading my energy. It's like, well, peace and love, I'm out of here. And I message her, and I go, even if I wanted your product, the way they were attacking me like I was a dumbass, how I felt.
Sometimes it's all about people's approach,
Yeah, and it was like even if I wanted that product, I would not have gotten it just because how aggressive they were with me. And I felt they were being condescending. Hey, I take it. I know it's great. I am choosing right now not to do it. And why would you want somebody who's not full in 100% ready to rock and roll?
You know what? I'll tell you, and it's a shame that we all see it. It's really not their fault. It's just that they're trained that way by their sponsors or people that that don't really have much value either. So that's why you see so many people jump from one program to the next to the next. I think that when you get into a company, I think a company always 100% of the time needs to have some type of structure to train people.
Yeah.
And I mean in a step-by-step way, not just throw in some training. I mean, like, have something where, look, this is what you need to do today, day one. A sponsor needs to be a sponsor, not just throw something in a company and then boom, they're gone. You never hear from them again, and I see so many people do that. Webinars don't always cut it, like, well, we do webinars every week. Screw a webinar. Like, can you get on a call with me without charging me $1,000? That's what I do with my students. Every student that I bring in or everybody that joins my business, like, look, man, you don't have to pay me to get on a call with me. Okay. You can get in my program. I mean, yeah, a lot of people do it. They say, you're wasting time with people. Look, you're going to waste time with people regardless. Okay. You're going to have good ones. You're going to have bad ones. It's no different than a Facebook ad. You're going to spend a lot of money on a lot of bull crap. Excuse my language. And then you're going to find that 2% of your ad spend that worked really well. So either way, it's tit for tat, right? So
I agree with you there. I spent $10,000 on my certification in feng shui, and I was living in Dallas, which their houses are a lot bigger and many levels. And I had a question for my teacher, and she wanted to charge me $650 to get on the phone and ask her a question.
That's crazy.
Obviously, I didn't follow her any further. I finished my certification and went.
Let me tell you a story, and I'm not bad mouthing anybody, I promise. But there's this. I'm not going to mention her full name, but I'm sure you'll know who it is. There's this woman. When I first started online marketing 12, 13 years ago, I was a big Mike Dillard fan. Loved Mike Dillard. And through Mike Dillard, I met the queen of social media. Her name was Diane. I'm not going to say her last name, but everybody knows who she is. And let me tell you, I joined her business, and I was still new at the time, so I had no clue. She told me, join my business. I'll get you on a call with me. Come to find out, it wasn't a one-on-one call. It was a group call. So then I finally was able to get her on a phone call after I paid for 2 months. I guess I was worth it at that point. Then I told her, I said, well, I'm trying to fix, get a blog going. She was like, well, I'll teach you how to do all that stuff. So I get on a call with her, and then she recommends somebody. Oh, I don't do my own blogs. Here's who I recommend. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm thinking in my mind, okay, maybe $100. This guy wants to charge me $2,000 to do a blog. I'm like, okay, I'm done with this woman. I'm done altogether. We're friends now, and I understand. But the thing is, sometimes you just have to give a little, rather than just getting on a webinar or sending out an email that, look, I'm more about quality than quantity. I don't care about bringing 1,000 leads in a day. I care about keeping the same people in my business month after month. So I'm a little bit different. I run my business a little bit different because I don't want to have to go out and try to get leads every day. I want to keep the leads that I already have in my business. I have people in my business right now that have been with me for 5 to 7 years that have stuck around because they love what I give. So,
well, it is true. Check people out. That's one reason I do this, so they can see the caliber of people. I was in a coaching program and paid $1,000 a month. And when I found out, and I'm flying to California 4 times a year, that we never got hot seats. We never got on live calls because we paid monthly, which was $12,000. But the people that paid $10,000, they got all the live call. No, and it's who do you really want to help? So people, check them out and look at their testimonials and see what they give and how knowledgeable they are. We can obviously see what you're talking about, and you gave us tips how to go get 30 to 40 people.
Right. Let me tell you something. What you just said was kind of funny to me because people, and this was, this is something I see all the time. I used to teach my students, like, look, man, you need to build your brand, not somebody else. Mm-hmm. So why would you go and promote, like, if, for instance, Empower Network, okay, when Dave Wood was this big star, everybody's promoting his webinar. Like, dude, seriously, like, why are you promoting his webinar? I say, look, if you're promoting his webinar on your wall, on your Facebook wall, who do you think they're going to join? They're not going to join you. They're going to join him. He's the one on the webinar. I was like, dude, think about it. Be smart when you promote stuff.
Right.
I understand that it's hooked into your link. Okay. But look, man, it's technology. There's always issues. They might hook into your link, but guess what they're going to do? They're going to go still join Dave Wood.
Right.
He looks like he's the star, not you. You're just sharing the link. They might say, you know what, let me cookie this guy. Let me uncookie him so I can go and join Dave. Right? They're not going to join you. I promise. And
yeah, he was really pushing that about a year ago, I think. It was like I saw it everywhere, and it's like, that's exactly what my thought process. Why is everyone promoting his webinar? Do they not get it?
They don't. I was like, if you're going to promote the webinar, get them onto your list first.
Yes, there you go. There's a brilliant idea. So a couple of things that I'm hearing from you and from when Ruben was on, both talking about multi-level, is to give valuable information, put it in the membership site, because everyone gives all this information and then they're not capturing the emails, and to segment it out. Would those be some good points that you would recommend then?
I would always capture the email. I mean, for me, memberships present authority. It presents that you done work, that you care about your audience, that you care about the people you're bringing in. Because a lot of times companies don't have training. So you have that when you have your own training, you are now the authority. You are now a coach. You become an instant authority because you have a membership with training. You're not just giving them like, hey, here's a PDF or here's
here's your PDF.
Right. It's something they can log into every single day. It's something that you can send out an email and say, hey, I just put up a new video, right? Go log into the membership area. Now they're logging in your membership area. Well, guess what? Now they're seeing your ads. They're seeing your other offers. They're seeing your upsells for your coaching that might cost $1,000 for your coaching, right? This is how you create big ticket products, right?
And they can find the information instead of be messaging you. Where's that PDF that you sent out 2 years ago?
Right.
Still in the membership site.
People like fail to realize, like, when someone signs up to a list, they normally get sent to a download page.
Right.
Well, when's the next time do you think you'll ever go to that download page? You never will. You won't even know what the link is. But you do know that there's a membership that you signed up for because you got an email that says, here's your login details. Getting more. Like, have you ever seen somebody, like, if you ever join somebody's list for a free offer and you get sent to a download page, have you ever seen someone send out an email that says, hey, go back to the download page and I just added a new video? How confusing would that be, you know?
Yeah.
So membership sites just keeps everything curated into one position, into one area. And this is where you can have all your real estate at, which is awesome. And it retains members. This is, it's a better communication with your members. So now you got people responding to you. They can click the support button because it's easily to be found in the membership area. And they're also in your groups now because they followed your instructions in the membership. You know, and videos go a long way, especially a welcome video. So if you have a welcome video in your membership when you first come in, hey, make sure to follow the 4 steps below. Whitelist our email. Make sure to join our group. Start your training. Hey, don't forget to share our page so we can make money off of you. Right?
Just like you do in your Facebook groups. Hey, watch this video first.
Right.
You got to tell people what to do.
Right. If you tell them,
Caroline.
If you tell them to raise their hand, they're going to raise their hand. And that's exactly what a squeeze page is about. If you tell people to sign up, you tell people what to do, they're going to do it. That's just human nature. It's a human trigger that everybody has in their brain.
Well, good, because I love telling people what to do. So I'm in the right career, I guess. Okay, guys. Okay, they said Facebook list, check. Email collection, check. Membership site, check. True support, check. You've got it, Caroline. You are right on the money. Woo!
Right on.
Thanks, Craig. I know you're a busy guy, and we really appreciate this valuable information. Guys, go back and watch this again. I mean, you're going to get tons of information. I took lots of notes. That's why I put it in the chat, because then it's already in there, and I get a copy of it, and I can easily grab the information later.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Brenny, very much. And hey, everybody, I just want to say one thing to you guys. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for coming. It makes me feel better that people are actually paying attention. And all you have to do is take action on the things that I taught today. I promise you, these things aren't fictional. They're not stuff that you're not going to find any of this information anywhere that I'm teaching you. I guarantee that. And let me tell you this isn't your typical information that you're going to. It's factual stuff. It's stuff that I use every day in my business. It's not off a theory. This is stuff that I teach. This is stuff that I do every single day. I promise you. Some of you guys might even know it because I've contacted you with this type of strategy. So just take action on it, guys. I'm telling you, go through the replay, and go through the strategy. And like I said before, if you are interested in the coaching, we have an awesome coaching program, an awesome group as well. So, just check it out.
So where would they go to check out your coaching program? Is that the link you put in there?
Right. It's called commissionrecharge.com. It's actually right now, that program is $997. We're giving it away right now for $140.
What?
Yeah. For the next 2 months, we decided that we're going to give it away for $140 right now. It's got over 55 videos. We have a bonus section that's going to give you so many. Let me tell you, the bonus section is nothing but awesome software, graphics, tools, things that we've developed ourselves or things that we have licenses for. So just one of the softwares alone is worth $140. I can tell you that right now. So the videos are awesome, and we update the videos all the time. So we've got new strategies in there all the time. We've got new bonus videos in there all the time. Matter of fact, I did one on Builderall, how I grew the Builderall Mastery Group. I actually have a video in there on how I grew the Builderall Mastery Group from 0 people to over 1,100 people now.
Well, there you go, guys. That's worth $140 right there. Everybody's asking how to do this, how to build their list. Plus, you get to hook up with an awesome person like Craig, who you can tell has your back. He wants you to be successful. He's not going to take your money and just say, go watch a video and don't talk to me. He's going to find you and be commenting and add you to one of his lists.
I will. Hey, let me tell you, I bug people. So, matter of fact, me and Rachel, we become very good friends, and she's an awesome person as well. She's a Builderall student as well.
Yeah, Rachel says it's a fantastic course. So when the students show up and say it's great, I hope you didn't pay the $997, Rachel, but I know you got your money's worth if you did. Thanks, Craig. I appreciate you so much. This was fabulous information, and maybe we'll be doing another one of these in the future.
Definitely. We'll love it.
Woo! Thank you so much.
All right, Brandy. Thank you again, and thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it.
Bye, everybody. See you on the after party.
All right, bye-bye.